Hey guys, what's going on? It's a Block Bull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now today we're going to be taking a look at Xcn Onyx coin. We're going to be taking a look at the charts, but first and foremost, there's a lot of volatility in the markets, and it's surrounding the sort of uncertainty with Ukraine, Russia. Obviously, Trump is holding the French President Macron at the moment as well, so he's held talks there at the White House. So the EU basically want to support Ukraine and Zelensky in crushing Russia. However, we all know Donald Trump he's got a little bit of a bond, I would say. I feel like those two got a little bit of soft spot for each other, Putin and Donald Trump. You know what I mean? They're almost like that. So it's very, very bizarre at the moment. So hopefully some peace talks can negotiate and, we can sort of compromise, because the last thing we want is a full-scale riot, war, whatever. Last thing we need is a World War III. Why do we need that? We don't. Do you know what I mean? We all just want to make money and live a happy life. Anyway, it's been included in the economic calendar. So whatever's been discussed today at the White House between the French president and Donald Trump, this will be delivered at 7 p.m. UK time. So New York session is 2 hours behind UK time, so that'll be equivalent to 2 o'clock New York Eastern time. Okay, so just look out for the volatility in the markets. We don't know if it's going to be good or bad, guys. This is why the speech is going to be delivered. So just maybe just come back to this article here. This is fxstreet.com. There's plenty of other economic calendars out there, guys. You can always read there's many various different sort of news outlets. So we got that to look out for anyway, guys. But just a quick announcement as well. We've got the XRP plan. This is probably going to be released, the updated version anyway. So that'll be released. Please check your spam folders as well, because I have actually posted and emailed everyone a private link that has purchased the XDC Zinfin plan. So make sure to check your spam. Maybe just type in Block Bull in your emails and it should come up, guys. Yeah, just click on the link there. And I've also included the video which better explains in more depth as towards what I've included in the digital plan, guys. Absolutely fantastic. I do believe that offers value for money now, the XDC plan, because it will make you a lot of money, and you will also save a lot of money as well going into the sort of latter parts of the year where we will be taking profits. Okay, so just bear that in mind, guys. 10% discount if you haven't got any of these plans just yet, 'cause you can buy them as a bundle. However, diving into it now, this is the chart now. So there's a lot of uncertainty in the charts, especially in the XCN community, because obviously it's a volatile coin, guys. If you can't handle volatility, you knew what you were signing up for when you got into Onyx coin. We did say that XRP is basically XRP on steroids, so we're going to have major swings. Yeah, these swings are swinging now like 20% in the space of a day. Yeah, we're getting 20% candles, 20% drawdown. So I'm just on the daily at the moment, just to give you guys a better context of currently what we're tackling. So we've got all-time highs up here, which is pretty self-explanatory, around just over 18 cents. So these are our sort of targets that we need to overcome. I have posted over on X as well, so if you're not already following me, make sure to do so. The targets are on there. We have got this area of interest around here, which is why I've circled it with this blue here. So I marked out the daily sort of open close of these sort of candles around this region here. You can see right here as I zoom in. Okay, and then that's basically coming straight across the screen here. So this is basically our support now. So this is crucial, and it's critical for us as XCN holders to actually hold this support. And it's very, very important, because if we lose this support, in my view, there is very, very little support in order to catch us. Now, I don't believe we're going any lower, guys. And the reason being is there's a bull pennant here which played out nicely. Okay, that to me is very weak sort of support, if you will. Yeah, because that's basically the bull pennant for us to crack this area of resistance upon this key level. Okay, now if we was to capitulate, we would be coming all the way back down here to this sort of area of interest, and that's all the way back down here at 0.003. So that's a third of 1 cent. Do we really feel as though XCN is going to capitulate? We're literally, the bull market is just getting going now, and you can see all the other cryptos in the market. We're all down. However, we have got going now. You can see H bar turning green now, which is great for the ISO tokens. This is basically phase 1 of 3. In my opinion, yeah, and that accounts for XRP, XDC as well. I posted all that into the updated plans. We've also got the bonus sort of chart as well for any cryptos outside of the top 10. So if you're holding any cryptos outside of the top 10, the XDC plan is the one for you guys, because it'll tell you exactly when to sell your altcoins. Okay. Now, if we get back to the charts here, this is to the downside. This is worst case scenario. I do not feel this is going to play out, guys. Yeah, we've already retraced around 60%. We'd be going all the way back down there. So on top of that 60% from these sort of highs, let me just take off that magnet. And I can just measure down even from the wick up there. That wick up there to current sort of price action. We've already fell around 63%. Now, there's no way we're going to fall an extra 80%, yeah? So in total from all-time highs, you'll be falling around sort of 93%. That's not going to happen. Yes, we're going to see large corrections in a bull market, especially when we get going, but we're not going to see 90% correction. So I don't feel as though that's going to happen. Some people may argue, can we fall back down to the bull pennant? Potentially, but I can't see that happening myself, yeah? Once you flip an area of resistance, which is this key level, which we've got our eye on, it's very rare. Yes, you might spike down and take liquidity, but it's very rare that you actually interact with the previous structure of this bull pennant, yeah? So as long as we're holding above this sort of blue number here, which marks out this key level, this is at 1754, and you can see the red number. Obviously, we're coming down in price action. We're still above our critical level. Yeah, so there's no concern. And it was only yesterday we actually broke out on the daily candle. Yeah, I could even take this up to the wick here, and you can see this area of resistance. We've been having we've been struggling to break resistance. We got a break. We also got a daily close, and it looks as if we're just coming back down to retest the apex, in my opinion. Again, if you've been following the channel, the price action on Xcn is highly manipulative, so we have to account for this. So some people may be like, oh, you're just stretching the symmetrical triangle. Well, yes, we do have to accommodate for price action. I can't help the fact that we're having feints and sort of, dropping the shoulder in terms of price action. Yeah, we're looking to go, and then, we'll get a daily close, we'll get a 4-hour close. It looks as if we're breaking out, and then, the price reverts. Yeah, ultimately, these coins are designed, the algorithms are programmed to shake anybody out. So if you aren't following the charts on a daily basis, you are going to fold. And the thing is, you are selling your coins now at a 60% discount back to the market makers or other retail traders that are smart enough to actually accumulate at these prices, yeah? So there's two perspectives you're going to look at this, yeah? 80% of traders are weak, yeah, mentally, because all you see is the portfolio. They see the USD value go down in the portfolio and think, oh my God, I'm going to lose any more if I don't cut my cloth. So that's what they'll do. They cut the cloth only to basically ignore what the charts are stipulating. We've had a superb breakout here, in my opinion. We come back down to retest the apex, and it could be tonight. Yeah, it could be tonight. We don't know this. Donald Trump to deliver the speech at 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. New York session. Okay, so things could change literally like that. You know how exactly how volatile crypto is. Yeah, if you want something less volatile, get yourself into Bitcoin or Ethereum, which has barely moved. Yeah, we're here, and if you want to chase these sort of 10x's, which I do believe Xcn still has on the cards, then you need to be able to stomach losses. Yeah, you've not lost. This is the thing everyone's thinking in terms of USD value. You've not lost any coins unless you're messing around trying to trade, getting in and out, and you don't know what you're doing. Say, for example, you sell here expecting it to go lower, then you wait for a pump and then get back in. You're going to just get chopped up, yeah? Xcn is too volatile, and it's very, very high risk now. There's a good chance you will miss out on a strong move to the upside, yeah? It only takes one catalyst. We've also got the mainnet Goliath going live on the 3rd of March. Okay, you can see here, 3rd of March, 24th today. So literally a week today, we are expecting the Goliath mainnet. Yeah, so you just got to persevere. A week tops, you're going to get at least some sort of catalyst which is specific to Onyx coin. Yeah, and if it's not this week, it's certainly going to be looking like Monday next week. So you know what, we could stretch this out another week, which is fine. Yeah, we could look at going into sort of 3rd of March, stretch this out, 3rd of March. There we go. Yeah, and again, we could still account for all these highs as well, and we could still hold this key level of support here in the blue. Yeah, so let's just try and even so that even third, even second of Sunday, that's exceeding all sort of price action. So, like I say, you're waiting maximum a week, yeah, and then once it does get going, we've discussed at how long XCN takes to actually cover a full move. So even if we're looking at maybe a week before we actually break out, we've moved approximately 30. Well, it's taken 36 days and 4 hours. You can see highlighted there. So what we've discussed on the channel, usually it takes 50% of the whole, as the 50% of the whole structure. Yeah, so it's taken all this time, 36 days to create the structure, this new second bull pennant. Yeah, it takes half of that time to actually get up to the top of this next move. Yeah, so all we have to do is measure 50%. So this initially was looking at a different date. However, we've got to accommodate. So if we just take 50% and mark that out there, we are looking at around sort of 21st of March now before we reach the next sort of high. And you know what? It's probably going to go higher because on Wednesday, the 19th of March, is when we have the next Fed interest meeting. So Jerome Powell will come out of the Fed on Wednesday, the 19th. He'll deliver a speech as well. And he'll probably, most likely, the probabilities are in our favor again, he's going to deliver a speech and cut interest rates. And this will be the beginning of phase two, which is all in the XDC plan. So you guys will know if you're in XDC, XRP, you're in the ISO coins. Obviously, we're talking about XCN today. They'll all just fly off. Do you know what I mean? So XCN will just absolutely, XCN will, by the time this breakout occurs, it'll go on an absolute rampage. But, you know, by the 18th, 19th of March, I probably expect Onyx coin certainly to be up at all-time highs, yeah, which is approximately around 18 cent. We can see here on the sort of macro, yeah. And you guys have seen my Fibonacci targets on the in previous videos as well, and we can even plot them today. And what I like to do, let's just bring it onto the daily, and I'll put the magnet on so we can pinpoint with accuracy how far we're going to go in terms of the fibs here. So there you go, top of the fibs, and we can also use this sort of close down here. For me, that's the lowest sort of point in price action since we got that sort of high in our local move. So this would be your first target up here, around 9 cent 4. And this 2618 is now coming out around 27 cent. So that's absolutely massive. So the further we actually fall, the higher these Fibonacci targets, yeah? And the longer the base, higher in space, guys. So you can't be afford, in my opinion, you can't afford to be selling here. Just absolutely ludicrous. If you're selling here, you might as well be placing your orders around 0.003. Yeah, because that's where it's going to if it's going to capitulate. It's not going to happen, guys, in my opinion. It's completely off the cards. This is crypto. Things can happen. If we, for example, if XCN was to rug, yeah, I can't see that happening myself. It's a double bull pennant. We're still in macro structure, which again gives us a probability of 75 to 85% chance running to the upside. And if it does, guys, I would not be surprised if we start hitting sort of 27. Certainly, we're certainly going to hit sort of 9 cent 5, well, 9 cent 4 according to Fibs. So 9 cent 4 is pretty much guaranteed, guys. I would say around the 18th, 19th of March. So that's only like, what's that, 3 weeks away, something like that, 3 weeks away. And, you know, that's absolutely massive. So just look out for that, guys. But yeah, if you need a plan, XDC update is available now. Like I said, I've got a video to go with that. XRP plan is pretty much done now. And there will be a video to discuss the new update as well. So these are absolutely phenomenal, guys. If you've already purchased or about to purchase, you will still receive the video. But like I said, make sure to check your spam or your promotional folders in your emails, okay? Because occasionally it does land in there. Just search Block Bulls, like I say, if you're on Gmail, whatever. I don't know your email provider, guys. But anyway, I've been the Block Bull. Until next time, the Block Bull is over and out.